love when coaches, consultants, and professional service providers want to do big things in their business. They want to rise to the top and influence their market and the world around them. They want to have a greater impact and make a more lucrative income. Well, if this is you, welcome to Expert in You Podcast, the show where I interview other experts and coaches, consultants, so that they can share their success strategies with you. We're going to talk about marketing and how to close more sales, how to get more premium clients, and how to really build your visibility in the market and scale your business like a boss. If this is you, welcome to the show. I want to ask you to subscribe and hit the notification bell right now so you don't miss one episode. Grab your coffee and buckle up because we are ready to give it all to you to help you become the expert and get paid as the expert that you are. Welcome back to another episode of Expert in You Podcast. I'm your host, Carden, and this week I'm going to be talking about how you can reach any goals that you have in 2022. So I'm going to be sharing some strategies and some principles with you that you can implement and take action on immediately to help you hit any goal that you want in your business in 2022. Now, I don't know about you, but I love when one year ends. Not that I'm wishing the time away because I'm getting older, but I love when 1 year ends and then you have this new year that's fresh and it just energizes me. It gets me excited. There's just this cool energy that goes into a new year. Wouldn't you agree? Don't you think so? And so I know I'm doing some new things in my business, which I'll be sharing with you later because they might be things you're interested in. But I want to share with you how to really determine how to get what you want in your business. So let's dive in. The first thing I want to encourage you to do is really sit down, take some time and reflect on this past year. Now, I've been bringing on some new clients at the end of the year that are telling me, and I want to level up. I want to hit multiple six figures next year in my coaching business or my consulting business. And they're not waiting until the new year to start working with me. They want to make these things happen now. And that's a true entrepreneur. That's someone who's success-minded, success-driven. So the first thing that I want you to think about, though, is really sit down and reflect on what has happened over this past year. What's worked well for you? What have you been excited about? What would you like to repeat? What would you like to do more of? But also, what hasn't worked so well? What's maybe drained your energy? Maybe you feel like, that didn't work really for the amount of money that I made back. What are those things? So I want to encourage you, first of all, get out a piece of paper and just draw a quadrant. Just draw a line down the middle and a line across, and you've got 4 squares, all right? In the first square, sit down and just brainstorm and think about all the things you did in 2021 that were amazing, that worked really, really well, that you were excited about, and write those things down. It's really good to see what your gains were in 2021 and not always be thinking about what we want, but also look at where we've come from and how far we've come. Dan Sullivan, brilliant business coach, says this is the gap and the gain, right? If we're always focused on the gap, then we're never satisfied or happy when we actually make gains. But when you sit down and you reflect and you write down all of the things that happened over this past year that you've been excited about and that you're really proud of, you will find that there's so many things that you probably have just taken for granted or haven't even thought about. And this could even come down to client results, just anything and everything that you can think of that has been exciting over this past year. Write it down. Get it down on paper. I did this a few weeks ago. And I found out not only did I really make a significant difference in my clients' lives and in their business and financially really help them, and so there were many, many results there. But some of the things that I really hadn't thought much about, because I'm always just sort of on autopilot with this, is I had no idea how many podcasts I was on. I had no idea how many times I was featured in the media. I had no idea, I wasn't even thinking. I knew, but I hadn't even thought about, wow, I've recorded over 60 podcasts for my own show this year. That's 60 people. Not every show didn't have an expert on it, but that was a lot of people that I brought into my network and now have built relationships with. Those are things that are important to write down. So what are the things that you've done and you've done really, really well? And then what I want you to do is, in the next quadrant, in the next box, write down the things that maybe haven't been so great. What are the things that maybe drained your energy? What are the things that didn't feel so good? What are the things that didn't really work so well, or maybe you tried them and it was kind of like, what are those things? Write those down, because sometimes you need to cut things away to move forward. You can also think about maybe what are the things that you spent too much time on that you believe kept you from having more in this quadrant. So those are all things to put down. So you've got your kind of your good section, your exciting section, and then you've got your section of things that maybe weren't so great, okay? Then once you do this, and I have to tell you, this will give you an opportunity to be grateful for the things that went well, to be grateful for the cool things that you did, the amazing things you did that you have taken for granted, you haven't even probably given them much thought, and to really reflect. But also, it will give you an opportunity to look at, did you grow through these things? And you can also be grateful for that, because when you're learning what you don't want, you're also moving yourself forward. It's a really important thing to know. So you've got two sections here. Then what I want to encourage you to do is, out of this first section of all the great things, write down in the next box what you want to do more of. What worked so well that you want to ramp it up, you want to do more of, okay? Put that down. And then maybe put down, are there any things that you want to add to your business this year? Are there things that you want to do different that you're excited about? Again, I'll share with you a little bit later some things I'm adding to my business that I'm so excited about. So put those things down. So this is, you're going to start building really a game plan, kind of a roadmap to your goals, all right? And then over here, I want you to put down maybe, are there some things that you can outsource? Are there some things that you did here that you could start building a team or adding automation or freeing up some time? Are there some things here that you would like to maybe still do, but you don't want to do them? So write down some of those things as well, okay? Once you have this list, take a good look at it. And then if you're happy with it and you have now reflected, take a moment just to be grateful. Be grateful for what you learned. Be grateful for how you grew. And also be grateful for what went really, really well in your business. Because I believe that a grateful heart, you're inviting more, right? You're inviting more. You're attracting better things to you. So once you have these things down, now I want you to write down, what is your financial goal in your business for 2022? Now, I believe you should always have a financial goal, because it is your GPS to getting what you want and crushing your goals. If you have no idea the money that you're trying to make, remember, you're a business, okay? We don't do our business by clients. We do our business by dollars. Dollars are the scorecard in your business, all right? That determines how well you're doing or not doing. It also is the money that's going to help you grow, and so you need to set those financial goals. So what does that number look like for you for 2022? Now, also take in mind things like taxes, things like expenses, if you're going to hire a coach or work with someone, take that into consideration, and all of that needs to be added back into your financial goals, right? A lot of times coaches and consultants are guilty of just setting up, well, this is how much money I want to make, but they have no idea how much revenue that really is. Like, what is it really going to take for you to make that amount of money? Are you going to need to hire, get some marketing? Are you going to have to pay for some tools? Are you going to have to hire a coach? What is that going to take? And so I always say, set the goal for the money that you want to bring home, the income that you want to make, and double it, at least double it, maybe even triple it. And then that's your revenue goal, okay? From here, you've reflected. That was the first step. You've decided, okay, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is maybe what I want to change. So that was all step number one. Step number two is set the financial goal. And remember, decide on the income that you want and then double it or even triple it if you want to. I always believe that if you're going to set up your financial future, maybe you want to invest. I know I have a lot of investments, and if you want to invest and set up your future, you don't want to just think about right here and right now. You actually want to be able to put money away as well as grow your business, have the finances to grow your business, have the finances to invest and put money away, and even save money for a rainy day. Because remember, in 2020 when the pandemic hit, a lot of coaches and consultants went back and got jobs because they didn't have the financial means to sustain them. And so these are important things. You have to save for a rainy day in your business. You can't always run your bank account down to nothing. You're a business. You've got to keep money in there. All right. So figure out and do the math. Now, when you determine that financial goal, I want you to look at, okay, what do you charge for your services? And how many clients, if you divide what you charge into your goal, how many clients do you need to get at that level? So let's just say your minimum is $25,000. That's the least amount that you charge in your business to work with a client, okay? Now determine how many clients you need to be able to hit your goals. And then can you handle that many clients and still have the life and the freedom that you want and still market your business? Because 90% of what you do every single day should be spent on marketing and sales. If I haven't talked about that before, I really need to probably do an entire episode around that, because a lot of coaches and consultants don't get this. And it's why they're always on that feast and famine roller coaster, up one month, down the next, a lot of clients, not enough clients. And so you want to make sure that you really structure your business in a way that you can work with the clients that you want for the money you want, but you can also have the freedom that you want in your life, and you have time every single day to market. Or if you're making enough money and you have marketing systems that work, now you can outsource those to a VA or to someone else, because now you already know what works. All right. Don't outsource those things until you get your marketing working yourself, because all you're going to be doing is burning up money and burning up time and even burning up leads. So get your marketing working first. Then you can take some of the money that you're making and you can put it back into your business and maybe add automation or have someone doing lead generation for you, a VA, all of those things. Okay. Once you determine the numbers, and you say, okay, I need 10 clients at $25,000 to make $250,000 in 2022. And again, these are just examples of numbers. All right. Now, how many people do you need to speak with every single month to get a client for $25,000? You need to do the math, do the numbers. So is that 10 people? Do you need to speak to 10 people? Do you need to speak to 5 people? Do you need to speak to 10 people a week to get one client a month at $25,000? What are those numbers? Have you ever even figured that out? Because look, building a business is about the numbers. It's running your business by the numbers, making the numbers work. And there's no secret to it. It's just you have to do the work. Now, you can work harder. So if your marketing doesn't work super well, or maybe you're not a good closer, and you don't close clients the way you would like to, well, those skills should go under maybe some things that you want to add. Start working on getting better at marketing. Start working on getting better at sales so that you can make your life easier, all right? Because when you're not good at marketing and you're not good at sales, you're making your business so much harder until you improve those skills, all right? So how many people do you have to get in conversations with and talk to every single month to get, the clients that you want? All right. So when you do this, when you run your business by the numbers, now you can ramp things up, you can dial things back when you need to. But if you don't do this, if you're not managing the numbers, then you are flailing and you're just leaving things to chance. And that's not the way you crush your goals, and that's not the way you get whatever you want in 2022. All right. Once you have figured out, okay, here's the numbers, these are the conversations I need to have every week to close, this many clients in the course of a year so I can make that $250,000. Now you need to identify gaps. So I just talked about, is marketing a gap for you? Is sales a gap for you? Maybe you need to level up. If you want to get higher value clients, more premium clients, maybe you need to level up your marketing. Maybe you need to level up your brand. You need to level up your clients. These things all go into building that new game plan. And often when I'm working with coaches and consultants, I'm helping them get as much as 3 to even 20 times, 30 times more for what their clients are paying them. And that requires some additional things. It requires leveling up their brand. It requires choosing different clients. It requires changing up their marketing systems and even changing their sales process. So what are those things for you? What are those gaps that you feel you have in your business that might be holding you back? All right. So once you determine these things, now you can take action and you can put the right pieces in place. So what do you need? What do you need in 2022? What do you feel like you were missing in 2021 that didn't help you, and maybe the reason you didn't accomplish your goals? What were those things? Until you identify them and you see where the gaps are and what your needs are in your business, then once again, you're leaving your business to chance. You're kind of flailing around, or maybe you stay on that hamster wheel of rinse and repeat. I'm doing the same old thing, but yet I'm expecting different results. And and I know that doesn't work, right? So I hope these things are helpful. Let me just go back through them again. Reflect. Be grateful also along with that. Cut away what's not working, ramp up what is working, determine what those things are. Set the financial goal, and remember, you want to set it for more than your income, because income doesn't help you grow your business. It doesn't help you with your future. All right, do the math, do the numbers, and figure out how many leads do you need to generate, how many conversations do you need to have, how much are you charging your clients so that you can hit those financial goals. If you're charging too low of fees and you're trying to hit big financial goals, you're going to exhaust yourself. You're going to burn out. And I see so many coaches and consultants that go down this rabbit hole, which is why I love an ultra premium business. Always sell high, and then you can always put people in something lower if they can't afford to buy that high service. But I'm always a big believer that you use a top-down approach. Premium first, then mid-level, and then low-level as far as finances and what you're charging for things, okay? Then do the numbers. Make sure those numbers are mapped out so that you really clearly understand what you should be doing. And then don't just map out the numbers, but monitor the numbers every single day and every single week and every single month. And that is part of building your business, all right? And then what are the gaps? What do you need to do differently? Identify what those things are. Do you need to level up your brand? Maybe you need to change up your marketing systems. Maybe you need a new website. Maybe you need a new photo shoot. Maybe you need to start going to more events, or you need to speak more. And maybe you're not good at speaking, and so you might have to get a speaking coach. All of these things are things to think about. Maybe you're ready to write that book that you haven't written yet. So all of these things are things that I help people with if you need help with that. All right, once you have identified all of these things, then all you have to do is start taking massive action. Just start taking massive action and then really monitor your progress. You've got to monitor your progress along the way. Don't keep doing the same thing if it's not working. You've got to shift and you've got to make changes or get some help if things are not working the way you want them to work. So this is really important. And when you do this, you can hit any goals that you want to hit in 2022. So I'm super excited for you. I know it's going to be a great year as things are starting to open back up. I know I have some very exciting things going on in my business. We're launching a brand new attraction marketing and media agency. These are services I've already been offering my coaches and consultants and professionals, but I'm now launching an entire agency around attraction marketing and media. I'm also, along with that, launching a brand new magazine called Expert in You. So it's a spinoff of my podcast and my book, and it's going to give experts a platform to really shine and show their expertise and use that media to really build authority and build a standout brand in their market to look different from everyone else. And so that magazine will be coming out in February. If you are interested in being featured, it is an investment. Okay, it's not free. But if you're interested in being in that magazine, having some good content that can build your brand, build your authority, that you can be proud of and you can put out there and show people that you're an authority in your space and can help you stand out with your brand, getting featured in the media is huge. It's a really huge piece of leveling up and getting higher value clients. So if you're interested in that, definitely you can go to acarden.com and you can book a call with me or reach out to me on social media and we can have a conversation around the opportunities in that magazine. But the other thing that I'm doing is I'm doing a luxury retreat and workshop called 2 Days to 100K, and it is going to be in March at the beautiful and iconic Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, where we're renting a castle. There are only 8 people that will be coming. I do still have a few spaces for that, so if you're hearing this and you're interested, bringing in a private chef. But the real thing is we're going to be really creating not just the compelling offer, but also the marketing and the sales process to add another $100,000 to your business with an ultra premium service. It might be a course, it might be a mastermind, it might be just a brand new. I'm going to help you figure all those things out. And we're really collapsing time in this event because this is what I typically do with coaches and consultants in 8 weeks. And I'm collapsing it into 2 full days of training and actually implementation. We're going to be getting the work done. You're going to have my help for 2 full days to get these things in place so that you can add an extra $100,000 to your business. So that's coming up, along with all of the other things that I'm still doing, that I plan on still doing. Those are some of the new things that I'm offering. So what are they for you? What are the things that you're going to be doing in this new year? You can't sit still. You can't be stagnant. I do not believe you should put a ton of offers out there. A lot of people say, oh, just keep offering. I think that's a wrong approach. That just burns people out, exhausts people. I think you need to stay focused. And the reason I'm adding these other things to my business this year, actually the retreat was going to be added right before COVID. So that's been on the back burner for a couple of years. But the reason I'm adding these things to my business is it gives, number one, people a new way to work with me. It also is something that I've already been doing, and I'm just taking it to a brand new level. And what is that going to be for you? So I hope this has been helpful. Look at those key points that I talked about. Do the work. Business doesn't build itself, right? You have to take action. You have to do the work. And when you do, the rewards will be there for you. You are brilliant. You are an expert. You have expertise. People just need to know about you, and they need to know how they can work with you, and they need to have conversations with you. So get visible, get out there, have the right offers, and go help people and crush those goals in 2022. And if I can help you, then definitely reach out to me or go to acarden.com and book a call, and let's talk about what you need and how you can take your business to multiple 6 or 7 figures in 2022. I can't wait to talk to you. God bless you. And as this year comes to an end, may God bless you and give you so many opportunities and blessings in the new year. I'm Ann Carden. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye. If you've enjoyed this episode, I want to invite you to go check out a free training that I have at expertinu.us. It is a training that I have on how you can get ultra premium dream clients, scale your business, get more freedom, and really simplify your business and multiply your money. So go check that out. And again, that is expertinu.us. I want to thank you for being here with me this week. I hope you found massive value. Please always leave a comment, feedback, or a question. We check them all. And I want you to go rock your business, and make sure you join us again next week. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.